Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's 100% chance guaranteed to drop on this day, but there's like a 90% chance Typesol will be dropping on July 26th. We all kind of expected it this weekend because they were talking in announcements and saying just a bunch of other stuff, but we still haven't even gotten the trailer. One thing that you guys failed to realize is that we still need the trailer, and then the update logs didn't come out a day before the update and things like that. And let's be real, Typesol's probably gonna want to release on a weekend and probably a Saturday, so that kind of leaves the 26th, right? That gives them a week from now to kind of get everything prepared, get the trailer ready, get everything like that done, and then boom, we get the game. I would say, without a doubt, we will be in Typesol within the next 8 days, 9 days. We will be actually playing the game within the next 8 days, unless if for some reason they decide to release on the 31st on a Thursday. I don't know why they would do that. The only way they do that is if they are trying to purposely troll the community, pretty much. I would say there's probably like a 95% chance the game drops on the 26th, as I'm saying. Especially if you don't look at the actual Discord of the game. If we don't look at the Discord, bro, they're talking in announcements. They're saying, do you want the update log the day of or the day before? Do you want balance changes or just the content? Boom, boom. They're talking way more in the talk channel. They're live streaming a lot more. They're just doing a lot more. General chat's closed. There's just a lot going on within that whole Discord, right? And we kind of already knew. We knew the game is coming out in July. Everyone's known that. And we know that we're basically waiting for the trailer at the current moment. Whenever we get the trailer is kind of when we'll get the release date. I will say, as I said at the very beginning, there is like a 90% chance the game will be dropping on July 26th, next Saturday. It just seems like the best date. I highly doubt that they'll delay it till the 31st. If they do that, then they're just doing it on purpose to be annoying. And yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. Now, obviously, this is just my own assumption. It could come out sooner, it could come out later. But I think almost everyone has come to the same assumption where it's going to be coming out the 26th, 27th, 25th, somewhere around there, because that kind of just seems like the perfect date. And obviously, that's the last weekend of the month. Now, if you guys are not caught up with basically everything Typesol related, as far as, everything that we know about the update, the new sneaks, basically everything like that, the remainder of this video is just going to be talking about what's going to be inside the update, if you kind of aren't caught up of, like, what's actually going to be inside this update. So the very first thing is the content that's going to be added. There's going to be 2 new day modes, which is going to be Soul Wars and Cooling Games. Soul Wars is kind of like a Valorant search and destroy type day mode, where it's 4v4, it's first to 5. You pick random characters. They all have different movesets. Some have sped, some have certain things, and it looks kind of cool. It will have a battle pass as well, so that game mode does seem kind of cool. And then we have Cooling Games. This one you play on your actual slot, and I believe it's 10v10v10. And you have points that you can use to buy like items, things like that, to help out your team, teleport, group up, things like that. And it's honestly a pretty in-depth game mode. I probably will have to drop a guide for Cooling Games because it's actually a kind of confusing game mode. Then obviously the biggest part of the update is going to be Fullbringers and Helvers. Fullbringers is a whole new race. If you guys haven't watched the anime, basically it's just a separate faction. So there will be 4 factions now. There will be Fullbringers, Rontars, Soul Reapers, and Quincy's now. So that's cool. There's going to be a whole new faction, whole new weapons, basically just everything like that. More elements, build variety, everything like that. And then Hellverse is going to be the big one. Now, we did get a sneak, I believe it was just the other day, basically based off the video that I made, my last video, where I was saying that there will be wiping inside of Hellverse. He did confirm that there will be wiping inside Hellverse, but honestly, I talked to him, and he basically made it seem like if you wipe, then you're trying to purposely wipe, because based off what he was saying, it made it seem like you don't even need the game pass. You're good. Like, wiping, if you wipe, it's basically you doing it on purpose, is what Cetro told me. So we should be good. It shouldn't be that hard. And I mean, even if it is, I'm sure the game pass wouldn't be that much. Basically what the game pass does is makes it so even if you go like to the wipe area and you kill the NPC that you have to kill to escape, then the next time you go in, it won't have 2 NPCs and it will just have 1. Where if you don't have the game pass, then every single time you go to the wipe area, it will add another NPC, and maxing out whenever basically you die and wipe. So the game pass might be a little bit pay to win, I can't lie, but we'll obviously have to see how hard it is to actually wipe and everything like that. But yeah, Hellverse is going to be the biggest part. That's where most of the content is coming from, like True Bonkai. You know, the Rontar, there's an Rontar quest inside Hellverse. There's just a lot of stuff inside Hellverse. And honestly, a lot of it we don't even know. The testers really didn't get to play it. Content creators didn't get to show it off or anything like that. So Hellverse is the biggest mystery that we currently have within like re-release. We do know that there was a lot of nerfs, balance changes, buffs, new race changes, basically just a bunch of stuff. So every single race was nerfed in some type of way. Arontars only have one partial move. They can get a second one that is obtained through Hellverse, like a quest. I know Quincy's did get touched a pretty decent amount too, and then Soul Reapers, and then Fullbringers, obviously they're brand new, but I'm assuming, you know, they probably are balanced. From what I heard from the testers, all the races are balanced now, so we shouldn't have really any issues there, unless if obviously the testers were just biased to certain things or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see, obviously. Medic got a full rework. I know a lot of the Shiitais got a full rework. I believe it was Flower, Benehime. A lot of other ones did get full reworks. And then, obviously, there was just more general nerfs to basically everything. The game is supposedly supposed to feel entirely different. I believe the parry window was changed a little bit. I believe it used to be 0.4, and now it's 0.6, so parry should feel a little bit easier. Basically, there was just a lot of changes. The game is not going to feel the same as the game that we played a year ago when they shut down. It should feel like an entirely new type soul, which I am personally grateful for. I am glad that the game is, you know, actually taking steps into like perfecting it almost. There was a lot of changes, so we'll obviously have to see how the game feels. I will be live streaming when the game does come out. Unfortunately, I am still chase banned, so I'll be hiding my username, playing on alt accounts and things like that, but I will be producing content for you guys. I should be doing like 4 videos a day, at least for the first week of re-release. So yeah, I'll be definitely producing content for you guys, giving you guys all the newest info and things like that. But honestly, man, I'm hyped for it. I do think that it was a lot of good changes, and we'll kind of just have to read the update log the day before. I'll definitely be dropping like a probably 30-minute, 40-minute update log video, just actually going in depth and explaining everything, and, you know, basically going over all that. Maybe it'll even be a live stream. We'll have to see. But inside the comments, I do want to like hear your own thoughts. How many players do you think Type Soul will actually get on re-release? Because I've heard some people say it's going to get 60k, 50k like they did last re-release. And I've heard some people say that it's going to get 200k guaranteed no matter what. The game's getting at least 200k. In my own opinion, I definitely think that they're going to reach past their old peak. If you guys don't remember, their old peak was only like 80k players. I think just the like amount of growth Roblox has had recently, I think Type Soul will definitely get a lot more players. I don't know about 200k. I can definitely see it reaching past its old peak, though, like 120k, 150k, maybe even 200k, maybe more than that. We'll honestly have to see. But inside the comments, you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts. Just know we basically have a major revamp, and I would say there's like a 90% chance that it will be dropping July 26th. Obviously, you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping a video on basically how to prepare for the update and things like that. And I'll obviously be producing videos until, you know, the game's out. I do want to apologize for being gone the last few days. I kind of just didn't want to post videos because I knew that when Type Soul comes out, man, it's going to be like 7 videos a day. So, you know, I just want to take a break to kind of prepare. But I'm back now, producing videos. Might be live streaming tomorrow or something. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah.